Hey guys, what's up? GreenMachineSam back with another video, and today we have the Week 11 matchup. Indianapolis is now coming to our stadium this time around in Week 11, and this is a must-win game. We have some very tough opponents coming up with the Lions, the Jets, the Jaguars twice, the Cowboys, the Bills, all teams that are looking to make good playoff pushes going forward, all teams with winning records. This is one of the last games that we're going to have that's going to be an easy game, not even necessarily an easy game. They are 2-1 against us still. So it's not like they're going to be an easy opponent. Holy shit, the AFC is stacked. That's the first time we've seen that. AFC has 9 wins. Yeah, we have the Lions, the Cowboys, and multiple other teams to still fight through. Going forward, it's not going to be the rest of the season is not going to be an easy schedule. It's just not. Okay, looking ahead, we have the Lions, the Jets, the Jags, the Patriots, the Bills, the Cowboys, and the Jags. The only 2 games where the teams are under 500 at this current state are the Patriots and the team that we're taking on today, the Colts. Everybody else is above 500. The Patriots are 4-5, so they're only a game below, kind of like us. Even a team like we just faced in Green Bay 2 weeks ago is 4-5. So these are going to be some tough matchups going forward. We're going to have to take advantage of a lot of different things. Trey Lance coming off one of the best performances we've had at the QB position. Now we have to go in to our stadium, Nissan Stadium, on a Monday night and take on the Indianapolis Colts. No injuries to speak of in terms of new players getting injured that really matter. Colton Dowell and Kayshon Boutte, who are both on the practice squad, ended up getting injured. So they will be out, not like they were going to do anything anyway. Managed players, Julius Chestnut has 2. Lindsey Goodwell has 1, Von Florence, Mark Vickers, Isaiah Hodgins, Hassan Haskins, Trey Lance, and Josh Thompson all have 1. So I'll go ahead and take care of those before I hop into the game. Just give us a little bit of a boost. Goodwell's still going to start. I just think it's time for him to start. And so, yeah. Like I said last game, didn't even notice Dorian Dixon had Superstar. Like I said, I don't know if it unlocked in the middle of the game or not. Motherfucker has Superstar. So we got a Superstar guard. So he needs to play good. Which then reinforces the fact of, do we push him back out to tackle next year? Would be a big question. Josh Wiley's still playing fine. For some reason, I can't bring Chig back, so I'm expecting him hopefully back either week 12 or week 13. I think week 13 would be exactly 10 weeks since he went on IR. But then again, I don't know if Madden counts games or if it's weeks for the players, or and even in real life, I don't know which way they count it. I wish they would update both the practice squad rules and the injured reserve rules. That's something I've asked for in previous wish lists. We are going to be without Spears for another week. He'll be back next week. So Hassan Haskins and Clyde Edwards-Helaire will take over those roles. So and then, like I said, when, of course, Chig comes back, we're going to have to have a tough conversation of who gets released. Is it O.J. Howard? Is it Quentin Morris? Is it even Drew Sample? All that fun stuff. Bill Melton's played out of his mind. I think this is a very good team going forward. I don't know if a lot of these guys could be replaced, but like I said, you play well, I'm going to keep you. Oh, we're also losing Franklin Amos. He's out for a week. I forgot to say that. So, fuck it. If Malik Willis or Josh Wiley have to go play a wide receiver, they're going to play some wide receiver for us, and we'll just run the fucking football. I don't know. Because Burks has injury problems, so we might be seeing some Max Smith today and a lot of Isaiah Hodgins. But with that being said, let's hop into the game. So we will start off at our own 25-yard line. Trey Lance will get his 3rd start in 4 games that he's played so far for us this season. Has played very nicely. 8 touchdowns, 2 picks, 860 yards. The only thing I wish we could really improve on is completion percentage at the moment. But then again, he's played well. He hasn't played bad. Avoiding turnovers and putting us in good situations, so not too worried about it. We're going to start off the game fast. Play action fake. Get it going right here, right now. And there's Bo Melton, but why? Why isn't he turning upfield and going after the football? I don't understand that. So yeah, we still have Spears and Chig Okonkwo out. Dakota Dozier doesn't really count. He was just a veteran piece on the team. 2nd and 10 now. Going back to the air. Dropping back to pass. I see a lane. I'm going to take off and run. Trey Lance getting a ton of yards there. 20 to be in particular. Back to the line. Let's see if this defense can keep up with us. 1st and 10. Play action fake. Let's get it. Melton. And can't hit him there either. Man, that's tough. Kenny Moore in coverage. I don't think he did anything particular. I think it was just more A missed throw by Lance. 2nd and 10 now. Looking wily here on this quick out. Not quite there. Hodgins, though, underneath. Catch. That's 7. First completion of the day. Let's just... Fuck it. RPO alert screen. Let's go. If these linebackers come, I could almost throw it to Hodgins. Yeah, there's fucking DeForest Buckner. Of course he is. Of course he's there. Every other fucking D-tackle, though. My D-tackles don't do that. Anthony Richardson, 15, almost 1,600 yards, 14 touchdowns, 10 picks through the season so far. He didn't play great against us last time. He played actually pretty poor, I'm going to be honest. He played pretty fucking bad last time we played him. We got to hope to repeat that type of same success there. Jonathan Taylor going to start off the game really hot, and Jesus, our run defense just has been piss poor. We got to fix something at this point. We're getting gashed out the fucking ass in the run game. We got to change something at some point. I don't know what yet, but we're going to have to change something. Who is that? Who's 87? I have no clue who is 87. Caleb Farley, though, knocks the ball away late. No, that's not what I want. Okay, fine. Just flip back. Fuck it. Yatir Gross-Matos there! I'm trying to get Yatir into the rush because I want him there. I don't want Evans rushing. I am also switching the edge rushers, Cleveland Ferrell and Yatir Gross-Matos, as the edge rushers last week just couldn't do anything, and there's Cleveland Ferrell! Coming off hot, Cleveland Ferrell gets a sack on Anthony Richardson, bringing up 4th down. Immediately, those edge rushers are already making a difference. Making a stop on the run and then making a sack. That's already off to a good start. X factor for DeForest Buckner taking over at our own 39. Looking wily fast. Covering that underneath stuff a lot better than the Ravens were, at least. 2nd and 2 after an 8-yard rush from Trey Lance. Like I said, I'm going to try to hit this underneath stuff, but so far they've covered it a lot better than even the Ravens did. Treylon Burks to the sideline. Picks up a first down to the 36 now. Bench hammer. Check bench hammer. Dropping back. Looking. Hodgins. 1-on-1. Doesn't bring it in. Julius Brent's able to catch up. Knock the ball away. Unfortunately. 2nd and 10 now. Run a deeper curl. And don't wait. I don't need you to wait. Clyde Edwards underneath. Can't hold on to the football, though. I knew the linebacker was there, but I figured, hey, if he holds this football, we get 5, we get 6, we're able to make it a more manageable down. Zay Hodgins, run a comeback. Wiley, open, and Lance, holy fuck, accuracy is an issue so far today. Gonna have to settle for our field goal. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Put him on, no. Okay, I guess I'll just have to drop back if Taylor goes out for a route, but he's running the football, and nobody there. Just run defense is gone, apparently. I don't know what to do. I really, really don't. We can't go 5D linemen the whole time because some of them can't cover. So if we have to drop in the zone, we're going to be a man short. Jonathan Taylor back the other way. We're going to have to put conservative tackling on too because we're just not fucking doing anything. I don't love Cleveland Ferrell being in man coverage on Taylor, but it's something we're going to have to do at this point. Jelani Woods just open. Keenan Evans nowhere to be found. You got to be there, dude. I'm counting on you guys to be there, and you guys just aren't there. If we get gashed again like last week, I'm fucking cutting half of you. We'll do what we did last year when we got gashed multiple games in a row. I'll release half of you, and I'll go pick up some different free agents. You don't think somebody else will appreciate the opportunity? 1st and goal at the 7. And Shire gets beat, but bad ball there from Richardson. 2nd and goal now. Stop acting like you did anything, Shire. You're really getting on my nerves. Since we signed you to that contract, I don't think you've done anything. Like, anything at all. 2nd and goal at the 7. Defense needs to come up. And Evans just not getting over there. Just letting Pierce just make the catch easy. I don't know. I don't know. 1st and 10 at our 26. Offense coming back out on the field. Trey Lance, I'm going to need you to show up finally. There's Bo Melton underneath. 7 there. I think all of our catches have been about 7 or so yards. Deep fork. The motion Hodgins in again. This is why I like this formation. Also getting 2 slot receivers out there. Hodgins on the sideline. Catch. Goes out of bounds. Up to the 38. I just need you to hit the simple things. I'm not asking you to throw perfect over-the-shoulder fade routes 50 yards down the field. I'm telling you to hit these outs. Treylon Burks on a linebacker. Catch. Possession catch there. Goes down. 43-yard line. We're going to get up and go for it. Go deep right now. Double team up onto Buckner. Oh, okay. I don't know how that's... I literally say, slide right, line right. I say, double team Buckner. I say, hey, we're keeping the running back in. Mike's middle, right? We don't slide right. We double team DeForest, and the fucking 5'6" running back is supposed to take on Kwity Paye. Are you fucking kidding me, EA? God damn. 1st and 10, 42-yard line. Defense needs to do something. Yatir Gross-Matos, thank you. Because Harold Landry wasn't doing anything. He's probably he's for sure getting cut or traded this offseason. I do not care. Monday night prime time can suck my dick. Sai's not getting a contract because he just hasn't shown up. I think he got like a sack and a half in a game and just hasn't done anything since. 2nd and 7 covering underneath. Going to Josh Downs. Inaccurate pass there. Jeffrey Simmons forcing a pressure. So Simmons is already doing a little bit better as well. Danico Autry in instead of Calais Campbell. Calais Campbell, another guy that had a couple sacks early in the season, hasn't done anything since. So, no reason to keep going to him. And Quentin Ayers just not able to knock the ball out of Josh Downs' hands. It was a good anticipatory throw. He was literally coming out of his break, and he was right there receiving it. So, I'm not going to be too particularly mad at Ayers. Yeah, you could have definitely played better coverage, but I'm not going to sit here and say it wasn't good coverage. It's frustrating, to say the least. The defense isn't playing good. The O-line... some of the mechanics, and there's Yatir Gross-Matos already showing up. Now, granted, does he have a couple sacks today and then finish out the rest of the season with nothing? Sure, there's that possibility, but if I'm not willing to at least try, then whatever. Yatir Gross-Matos forces pressure, and Jeffrey Simmons picks up the sack. 4th and 22. Colts are going to have to punt. D-line showing up today, just enough. So far, anyway, at least in the pass game. And look, just because Trey Lance is coming off a good game doesn't mean I won't consider going back to a different quarterback if he struggles this game, right? We've seen it before. Backups have good games, and then all of a sudden they start to struggle. I think the same thing happened last year with Will Levis. We brought him in. He had a good game. He had a phenomenal game, and then fell off a fucking cliff. We've seen it before, so I'm not against the idea of going to a different quarterback if we need to. That's for damn sure. Throw out here to Clyde Edwards-Helaire, not being able to make a linebacker miss. He just hasn't had that oomph that I wanted him to. Slot drive here. Going to bring Melton down, see if he can get matched up on this linebacker instead of Kenny Moore. Bo Melton open, finding him there. Underneath, 2nd and 8, gets us to 1st and 10 now. 8 for 14. I'm not going to count the pick against Lance all that much. It's more my fault than anything else. Dump off to Edwards-Helaire on the screen. And just Malone's just not quite fast enough. That's not his fault either. He's a center. I shouldn't expect him to be able to get out there. But he was the one following Grover Stewart into the backfield. So, don't need you to do that, big dog. 2nd and 1. I just want to run the football, but it's an RPO, which I don't really want to run. Melton can't hold on to the football. That's tough against a superstar. It's a little bit more acceptable, but still, you got to hold on to those simple, easy balls. That's an easy ball to hold on to, I feel like, in my universe. Motion Melton in. Gonna try to get this defense bumped against each other. I threw to the wrong guy! Not here today, apparently. The brain isn't here. We're not gonna have a good game. 4th and 1. Handoff. Haskins finds a hole up to the 3rd level. Makes a guy miss and down into the red zone. Up to the 17. Malik Harrison, linebacker from the Colts. They've tried trading me him. Malik Willis is now in at wide receiver, by the way. So, let's see how this goes. Malik Willis, fuck it. I wanted to try. It's worth a shot, right? It's worth a shot. 2nd and 10. Going to hand off to Clyde Edwards-Helaire following Doran Dixon. And he's just worried about DeForest Buckner doesn't get there. And, yeah, we just can't run the football against the Colts, apparently. 3rd and 10. Got to look for a first. Josh Wiley. Go up and get it. Doesn't hold on to the football. I understand Blackman's a superstar, but you got to hold on to that. You're literally 6'7". Hold on to the fucking football. 1st and 10 at the 25 for the Indianapolis Colts, and unfortunately, they've played pretty well, and especially in this run game. If they go back to it, I'm afraid that we won't be able to stop it. Just what it is. 1st and 10. Jair needs to come down and play hard. Takes up Ryan Kelly, and Jonathan Taylor nowhere to run there. 2-yard rush from him. Keenan Evans also needs to be a big factor. He needs to be able to scrape better. Get from sideline to sideline. 2nd and 8 now. Can we get another good play here? Corner route from the tight end and no one to be found there. That's nice. 7-6 with 2 minutes remaining here in the second. Just not quite off to the start that we were hoping for. Especially after the last week's performance from Trey Lance. Just the offense struggling. The defense not being able to protect against certain packages. Protecting everything underneath. And there's Jeffrey Simmons again. 2.5 sacks for him. He's coming up big. He's working hard against that right guard and center combo of Ryan Kelly. Going to put Evans on Taylor. And nowhere going there. Mark Vickers in cover. Hell, we might even start looking towards Mark Vickers, especially with Roger McCreary's not great pass coverage ability these last couple weeks. I know he is leading the team in, defensive touchdowns and stuff, but has to be a conversation. See, right there, he's just getting beat inside. I'm literally telling him to play inside leverage press coverage, and he's just getting beat inside and lets him into field goal range. 2 timeouts, going to have about 40 seconds or so left. Isaiah Hodgins, 1-on-1, can't win his rep. I don't know what else you want me to do there. I draw up a good play. He doesn't go up and win his route. I know there might have been something else underneath, maybe, but with only 30 seconds left, you got to start taking some shots here. Treylon Burks, out of bounds too, so we'll save a second timeout. Only got 2 here, so we don't have a whole ton of options in terms of play design. And I picked the wrong fucking play. Are you kidding me? Bill Melton, please win your rep here. No, but Treylon Burks does. Go up and get it. Burks doesn't hold on to the football. Knocked away there. I don't even know who 30 is. No reason not to. 2nd and 10, 17 seconds. We still got timeouts, so we can look towards the middle of the field. Wiley. No. Hit as he was throwing. 3rd and 10. O-line's not holding up. And just everything in between. So, O-line's not holding up. And just the team's not playing good. 3rd and 10. Burks wins his route. Gets up the field. It's going to be a holding fucking flag, isn't it? No, it's defensive pass interference. They finally call it. We declined. We got better yardage with what we had. We can't run a slip screen. It takes too much time. We're going to go slot drive here. I'm going to keep Edwards-Helaire in. Slide the line right. We're not going to double team because apparently that's broken. Max Smith on the outside could be an option against Julius Brents. Has the speed and breakaway ability. Hit again, and it's picked. And are we even going to be able to chase him down? Yeah. Max Smith able to get there. 2 picks for Trey Lance on the day because our O-line just cannot hold up. They haven't been able to hold up all day. I do not know what to do. I'm keeping an extra guy in. I'm sliding the line to the strong side. I'm doing everything in my power to help out the O-line for the most part, and they are just not helping me. They are getting fucked. We're going to be fucking 1-3 against the goddamn Colts. Chicago won. No, Green Bay won. Buffalo fucking destroyed the Jets. Holy shit. I'm afraid to play them now. Haven't been able to stop Jonathan Taylor. Haven't been able to stop really anything, of course. Our defense has fallen apart these last 4 weeks. They just, ever since that Chiefs game, they lost like all confidence. They've lost the ability to get stops on just normal plays. And Jonathan Taylor just runs ahead for fucking 10. 11. What the fuck am I supposed to do there? 1st and 10, 31-yard line. Like, if I guess run, I'm getting fucked. Handoff to Taylor, nobody there. Trying to do everything myself with Shire, but when he has less stats against these O-linemen, he's going to get fucked. 2nd and 2. Givens now in. Maybe he might be the change of pace that we needed. I don't know. And Anthony Richardson just takes off running. He has the speed to beat everybody. I'm telling you, just strip the ball. No? Okay, cool. I'm so fucking glad this defense is dog shit. Gonna fix this formation hopefully sometime. And 87 just beats... Curtis Samuel just beat Caleb Farley, by the way, who's an 87 compared to an 80 overall wide receiver. That's an X factor with superstar traits. I don't know. Just beats him offline. Beats a 6'3" man-to-man physical press corner. Make it make sense. Now comes the offense, of course. And I don't have much trust in this team anymore. I really don't. We haven't been able to do anything all day. Hodgins wins his route. Is the ball going to be overthrown? No. Hodgins down the sideline gets pushed out at the 24, so completely flipping the field all the way down to the 24. Accuracy still an issue here for Lance, only 12 for 26. Going to hand off Haskins. And Skoronski just doesn't pick up the linebacker. Christian Malone now down. I don't know. The guards aren't picking up the linebackers, and we're not being able to block DeForest Buckner, and just everything in between. 2nd and 7. Bo Melton underneath. Trying to back juke and make the linebacker miss. Not quite going. Inside zone for Haskins. Buckner's going to shed as fast as humanly possible. No! Haskins all the way in! Touchdown! Okay, getting back on track now. Getting back on track. Back on track. That's just one. Let's get another. Wants me to go for 2 points. We're going to do it. I'd like to roll. Yeah, this is probably the smart move here. Just to roll out. Maybe not. Roll back the other way. I tried to get him to go to the corner of the end zone. I was just going to try to throw it up into the corner. Not quite going there. Play kind of broke down. As soon as I started to move left, the play immediately broke. I tried to move back right, and everything broke down that way as well. So, not a whole ton we can do when the play breaks down immediately. Wasn't here, and apparently Clearly Farrell came up for a tackle. Had to go do something real quick. And Clearly Farrell comes up with the tackle, 2nd and 10. Send pressure at Anthony Richardson. This kind of worked last time, if I remember correctly. We're going to send some pressure. We're going to get home. Force him to get the ball out early. And Florence, that sucks. Throws the ball behind the tight end. Could have had his other pick. Another bad ball from Anthony Richardson. Not quite going. 3rd and 10. Dropping back to pass. McCreary. I'm willing to live with that one, right? I take over on McCreary. I try to jump the route. It doesn't work. That's fine. I understand that. Yeah, I try to jump it. It doesn't go. That's fine. I'm willing to live and die with that, you know. Cool. Calais Campbell's back in. I'm going to put Givens back in because I don't feel like getting destroyed. Sending pressure again. Going to move Florence to the middle of the field so he has a better opportunity to cover. Jonathan Taylor. Pitch outside. But when I run that play, a defensive end is fucking my butthole. And then, dude, speed in this game is so fucked. How is Hooker catching him? He's 1 foot behind him and then doesn't end up making a play. No play at all. Trey Lance, please, for the love of God, hit a fucking receiver for once. Or we're going back to Will Levis. Simple as that. Bo Melton. I don't understand why that's a poor accuracy throw. I really don't. I'm genuinely confused. He went from being able to hit everything last week, and some of his, incompletions were more on the defense playing well or the receiver dropping a football, and now he can't hit a fucking soul. Hodgins across the middle, up to the third level. It's finally brought down at the 47. Not even completing 50% of his passes. Awesome. Hodgins or Wiley quick, looking back towards Haskins and Milton. Haskins, underneath, catch, holds on to the football. Cody Whitehair is now down. Holy fuck, Dorian Dixon has to go play center for us now. Dorian Dixon has to go play center, and then Goodwill's going to slide into guard, and Lawan's going to come in. Okay, a line's fixed, hopefully. Gonna have to hope this little group can hold it together. Play action fake, and yep, I'm getting sacked by Julian Blackman. I saw him coming, and nobody even attempted to pick him up. So, I don't know. 3rd and 10. Coming back to pass. Rolling with Lance. And nope, can't get the ball out. Couldn't run because I knew Huff is fast enough to chase me down. Yeah, this game's over. It is. I'm willing to concede at this point. Fucking give me the white flag. Like, fuck. Somebody take off a piece of white clothing and let me raise it. Jonathan Taylor still with his X Factor. And there's another sack from Jeffrey Simmons. 3.5 for him. He's just destroying that right guard right now. He's the only hope on this defense right now. If we're not getting sacks, we're not playing good. Jack Gibbons is also going to come in on run-stopping formations. We're going to hope to change out the linebackers enough so that maybe Shire isn't tired. And there's Jeffrey Simmons coming up big. Finally forced it. One of the other defensive linemen, Gibbons I think it was, forced Jonathan Taylor to use his one miss, and then Jeffrey Simmons comes up. 2D tackles that I kind of like, and, well, there's Danico Autry. See, this D-line's finally coming to play a little bit. Danico Autry with a sack now. 6 on the day for us. The one time I don't fucking pick, let's get 5 sacks in a game is the one time we get it. 1st and 10. Dropping back to pass, looking. Finding Clyde Edwards-Helaire underneath. Hodgins with a good block. Gets up to the first down marker now. Second and inches. Whatever. Gonna run a play action, roll out, send Wiley back the other way. Just to drag enough of the... And Melton! Overthrown to Burks, and Melton comes back to the football on the sideline and catches it. Bo Melton. Good shit. PA scissors here. Wiley sample. This has gotten open for us a couple times so far in this franchise. Gonna try it again here. Wiley, one-on-one with Kenny Moore. But overthrown, Kenny Moore playing over top, able to knock it away. That was the play, too. 6'7" Josh Wiley on 5'10" Kenny Moore, or even shorter, maybe. That was definitely the play there that should have won us. That should have been a win. Josh Wiley underneath. Catch. Gets 9. Going back. End of the quarter. Okay, so 1 quarter. 3rd and 1. I'm looking Melton here. If the linebackers aren't playing deep, Melton could be an option. These corners are playing outside leverage, especially with Brent's being 6'4". I don't know if I can really test it. And just nothing. Quiddy Pay. Taylor to the line. Get up and run. I'm going back to the line. Fuck it. At this point, we can't be settling for field goals. Looks like man. 4th and 1. Let's go. Run, Lance. Get the first. He does. 3 rushes, 33 yards there. Send Wiley over then. Lawan, you're by yourself. Win a rep. Fuck. That's me. Cool. Edwards-Helaire not fast enough to catch him. That's on me. I'm not going to bring him out at this point. Just going to let him ride it. Hodgins to the outside. 7 yards there. Just haven't had those big plays. Haven't had those opportunities that I really was hoping for. Edwards-Helaire picks up the first. Back to the line. Just going to keep running. Just going to keep going. You guys got to keep up. Lance scrambling, looking for more. Goes down, doesn't lose the football, luckily. I for sure thought he was going to. Wiley up the middle here, if he splits the safeties correctly. Nope. Fucking Treylon Burks was open too. Kwity Paye gets through though. Kwity Paye is destroying us. Backup's in now. Great, I'm going to be throwing to Malik Willis on this rep, by the way. Yep, and then O-line doesn't hold up. That's their third string D tackle, by the way. Fucking my right guard. Melton, gonna need you to win a rep. Melton wins it, but 4th and 5 still. Tyron Smith's now down, so we gotta go reset the O-line again. 4th and 5, Taylor Lewan over to right tackle. Nicholas Petit-Fier in. This O-line's being hobbled together right now. 4th and 5. Hodgins right away. Melton late. Melton. Catch. Run. Melton. Picking up yards. Melton. Finally back above 50%. Deep fork again. Let's go. Smith or Melton here are the main two options. Burks third. Melton. Dude, our O-line legitimately cannot hold up. I'm going to look at these clips when I'm fucking done, and I'm going to see how long they can hold up. And they haven't been able to hold up. I understand I shouldn't be looking as deep if that's a problem, but we can't sit here and dink and dunk the whole fucking game. Burks, outside, catch, out of bounds. Finally thought we had something going, and nope. Joke's on you, bitch. 1st and 10. Yeah, I know I had Wiley there, and I was going to go to him, and then I looked down at the line, and they're just getting bent over and destroyed. And, yeah, I was like, oh, well, I got to move a little bit to get this ball out, and nope. Hodgins, open. Nope. Doesn't get his feet down, doesn't hold on to the ball. 3rd and 17 now. Gonna have to probably go to Will Levis here next week. I don't think we can underestimate how bad this performance was. And that's picked. Nope. Mike Jackson doesn't pick it, but it's still a bad ball nonetheless. Gonna move Haskins over to the other side. Just take a corner out. Take the safety out. Hodgins is an option if he comes open. But if they send 6, I'm pretty fucked. So, well, we're gonna have to go from this. Yep, and then just balls floated. It's legitimately floated. I'm telling him to zip this fucking ball in there, and he lobs it to the linebacker. I don't understand that. There's no way I can bring him out again. Cleveland Ferrell there with a tackle for loss. Good job. Cleveland Ferrell and Yatir Gross-Matos are definitely getting another chance going forward. They've played well enough. Givens, I think, has earned his spot as well. Jeffrey Simmons as well. And there's Jonathan Taylor. Thought we were going to get a stop. Nope. 1st and 10 all the way up to the 49. I seriously think Madden did something, because I was going from being a top 10 run defense to now letting up 200 yards a game. So I don't know what the fuck Madden did on their end with the update, but they've completely fucked my sliders in some aspects. Run blocking for them has been just outrageous. Smashing down on my edge rushers with tight ends is crazy. Yeah, the Colts came back and got their revenge. It's as simple as that, really. Yep, and then Evans gets bumped there by the tight end. I don't know why these tight ends have... If that were my tight end, he would legitimately have stood there and just been like, oh, look, there's a linebacker. Gonna come with Landry. Landry able to step up and make the play. Just enough. 2nd and 10 now. I don't think that counts as a loss. Nope. Should. Didn't fucking gain anything. Gonna just sell out for the run at this point. Get there. Von Florence comes up big. Gonna call a timeout. It's not really possible to come back at this point, but you may as well try, right? 3rd and 12. Get there. Nope. Nobody's there. I didn't guess run that time. That's nice. Yeah, game's over. Well, I'll see you guys back at the main menu. I'm not going to show the rest of this shit. So, yeah. I don't know what we're going to do next week. I really don't. Just in terms of who we go to, what our game plan is, I don't know at this point. We have 2 new injuries. I would assume that's both Chris Malone and Cody Whitehair. Yeah, they're both out for 4 weeks as well. We get Spears and Amos back next week, and possibly Chig. We'll go ahead and take a look now, I guess. So yeah, they'll be out 3 weeks, so they'll be back week 15, it seems like. 4-6, bottom of the division right now. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what we do. I don't know how we have a weekly award. I really don't. Jeffrey Simmons had 3 sacks. I guess that qualifies as your weekly award winner. But man, that's tough. It really is. I thought we had something going with Lance. Turns out we don't. I thought we had something going with a lot of the guys, and turns out we don't. O-line's going to have to get fixed. Dorian Dixon's probably going to have to slide to center for full-time spot. We're probably going to have to cut Kyron Johnson and Julius Chestnut, sign 2 O-linemen with them to get the backups back up to the correct order and stuff. And yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be an interesting end of the season. We're not doing good. It's not off to a good start. This is making me wanting to look at quarterbacks even more and more. I'll show you guys scouting probably later in the season, but as of right now, I'm not going to do that. Because we did have to go through the focus players for the first time. It's not fun. It's really not. Especially seeing now that the last 3 games we've played, 2 of the top 3 running backs in the league are Jonathan Taylor and Aaron Jones, which means they had good games against us and are probably in those situations because of us. There's going to have to be a serious overhaul. I'm basically opening up every position at this point for a competition. Besides running back, I think every position's is going to be a competition. I don't even think I'm going to have Lance's backup. I think we're going to go with Malik Willis for now. Yeah, Julius Chestnut's probably going to get sent down. A couple other people are probably going to get sent down as well. Going to go check out injuries real quick just to see if Chig is able to come back. If he is, then that's another situation we'll have to take care of. Yeah, he's able to come back, so we'll probably bring him back. And then we'll probably have to either drop either O.J. Howard or Morris at this point, or even Drew Sample. But, yeah. It is what it is, though. You can't always win every game, right? You can't make the playoffs every single year. There's teams that will miss from time to time. There's teams that won't win games. And that's understandable, right? I just think this team is too talented to lose games like we have been. We're getting run out of the fucking stadium and then having 3 overtime losses. 2 of them are definitely on me, more in particular. And then all of our losses basically coming in the last quarter, besides probably this most recent game, where we're losing in the final minutes of the game, it's depressing. It really is. Which means we're not finishing games correctly, which means we don't probably have the personnel in the correct spots. Coaching probably isn't there all the way yet either. We're going to figure some stuff out over the next couple weeks. We're probably going to play a lot of the younger guys, a lot of the rookies, trying to get them developed and maybe into a spot where we don't have to lean on a lot of veterans next year. I think this is where we need to make a stand, and I think this is where we need to make good changes and quality changes going forward. If we continue down this path, I don't know if we'll recover this year. I think the playoffs are almost out of reach at this point. I think we would only be able to lose 1 game, especially with how stacked the AFC is so far going in. Right, you have I think it's the Raiders, the Chiefs, and the Jags all at probably 9 or 10 wins right now. You have multiple teams at 6 and 7 wins, probably the Ravens included in there. It's going to be a tough finish to the season, especially with how strong the schedule is, the strength of the schedule is going forward as well. It doesn't help. If you guys enjoyed this video or any of the videos here on my channel, I'd appreciate it if you guys do stick around and subscribe. I'll be back with more videos like this. Next week, we do have a tight end battle with Okonkwo coming back with the next video, as well as a quarterback battle. So we're going to be seeing a lot of different stuff happening over the next couple weeks. Whether or not we're going drive by drive or quarter by quarter, I'll kind of depend on what I want to do. But Okonkwo is the better overall, and so is Will Levis, but Lance and Wiley have just played phenomenally better, and excluding the last game for Lance. But then again, 2 of the picks weren't really him. Getting hit as he's throwing and the ball just lands in the linebacker's laps. Those aren't really his fault for the most part, but they do suck, but they're not his fault in particular. We may end up IRing Cody Whitehair. His season might just be done, and then we'll hope to get Malone back soon, but yeah, that sucks. Like I said, if you guys enjoy this content or any of the content here on my channel, I would appreciate if you guys do stick around and subscribe, and I'll be back with more videos like this. With that being said, I'm out. Peace.